Hello again, welcome back to another, oops, am I recording? Okay, yeah I am, alright good. Welcome to another daily Binding of Isaac Repentance. It's another daily Blue Baby today. Okay, we're going to Mom's Heart, okay. Here we go. Yep, today is, let's see, the 28th. Whoops, what's going on here? 1 second. Yeah, you disappear, alright. Freaking notification from Creative Cloud, Adobe. Man, I hate Adobe Creative Cloud with a passion. I consider it as malware. Oh, it's not responding, okay. Well, what would it be? Okay, there we go. Yeah, frick off. I hate it with the passion. Yeah, I consider it as malware because it's all over the system, you know? It's like, it's in different directories, it's in different like little hidden registries and stuff like that. It's a virus. A terrible virus. It's a cancer. It metallicizes and feeds off in your machine. Takes up space and everything else. And it's like, oh, looks like it didn't install right. You want to like make it fully working again? No. Are you sure? No, yeah. And I think there are programs out there when you have a subscription, which I've done it, where you can just get rid of that whole freaking thing. The Adobe Cloud. Of course, you're not going to really have updates. Well, actually, I don't know if you can get updates or not. Do it. I mean, I can't get any more updates with Adobe because of, you know, Windows 7. And I used to have it. It used to have updates before they cut off the updates for it, so. Can't really do a whole lot of stuff, I guess. Oh well. I'll get my Windows 10 up eventually with my other computer that I have yet to build. I just need to look into finding a pretty good person that can like build it at a pretty good rate. It knows what they're doing, so they don't fry anything. Or I could just do it myself, I guess, but like that's a lot of time-consuming stuff, and I don't want to destroy anything in the machine. I was looking at my modem, by the way, the one I've been using for years. Turns out it could go up to 300 megabits a second. So I'm not actually really capped based on the modem. So that's good. But I am going to be thinking about getting a new modem that's going to handle like 2.5 gigabits. And you might be wondering, well, what's the point of that if you don't have 2.5 gigabit service? A couple of reasons. Well, first off, I've been thinking about maybe getting a gigabit internet service. Thinking about it. And second, it's going to kind of future-proof things, so to speak, with internet for the future, where eventually internet speeds are going to increase more and more. Like I'm at 120, 130 megabits right now. Like 10 years ago, that would have been like affordable for the average person. At least if I can recall. Because 10 years ago, I was sitting at, let's see, I think I went back and forth. I went between 20 and 50 megs. With the 1 gigabit service from a different company around my area, it's 120 bucks or something like that. Which doesn't sound bad, but then I'm kind of wondering, okay, there's got to be a catch though why it's cheap. You know, is there a data cap or something? data cap of like 10 gigabytes. So you download something for a gigabyte speed for 10 seconds and you're just done. Oh, looks like I hit my quota. I better just stop using my internet for the whole month. Now, it's gotta be something much higher if that's the case. But I really don't want to deal with, you know, data caps. I assume this small ISP doesn't do it, but it's hard to say. Now, CenturyLink, they, well, I heard the customer service is really bad, but they have pretty reliable speeds, but like, depending on where you're from, a lot of times it's like DSL. So I don't know how it is here. I think it's faster than DSL here because it's more of a larger city. But where I came from, it was 1.5 megabits a second or something like that, which is it's far better than dial-up. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I would rather have that than dial-up, but the issue is I want to do a lot of large-scale stuff, and it would take an eternity to upload my videos. So another thing too, I guess, when I was looking at the 1,000 gigabit plan, they also have 500 megabyte upload speed, which I'm setting at about 15 to 20, 25 or something like that. So that would like significantly boost my upload speed, and that's what's something significant, because I don't know, I mean, the benefit I guess with the download speed, you can download stuff a lot faster, as well as I believe streaming. Upload speed would be huge, because it takes me about, well, it depends on the video and stuff, like my Isaac videos, they take about a half an hour or something, depending on how long it is. Average run, about half an hour to upload. I'm using Ethernet. And then my larger stuff, my hour-long or more videos for say New Vegas and stuff, that takes about a couple hours or more to upload. So if I would get like a bunch of upload speed, it's gonna like make things crazy. Like it would be done in minutes. I remember using this university internet, and a couple years ago, and I was on a personal computer. I was all on the Ethernet line too. It's on the desktop, and I was uploading some not videos, but I was uploading some stuff to it, to a cloud service or whatever, and it was like, how many gigs was it? It's like several gigs or more, or maybe it's like 20, 30 gigs or something crazy. And what was crazy about it too was, I just have to take the head. Was it took a matter of minutes to upload like 20, 40, 60 gigs or something I was doing. I think it might have been like probably 100 gigs, something like that. But still, like, that was crazy. And of course, they had to use gigabit of internet. But that's just like, of course, they have all their internet spread out across the whole campus, so people are using it in many different ways, in different rooms and different things. So I'm not really harnessing the full capacity of the internet that they have there. And I was already pulling a bunch of speeds off of it. Just really nuts. By the way, I do have a Cat 8 cable coming in. You might be wondering, isn't that a little overkill for what you got set up? Yeah, but here's the thing. So I have a Cat 5 cable, which I'm not using because it's a huge cable. I was given that by somebody, and it's really good. Now, the cable I'm using right now for my internet, I don't even believe it's a Cat 5 or anything like that. I got it from I got it cheap from this Ethernet cable cheap from Goodwill. So I didn't want to look online for a cable, and I want one immediately for internet. And so like I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna have that so I can have it plugged in. Actually, you know what? I was just thinking like plug in from my router from my modem to my router. But then I think it's fine as is. I don't know. I'm gonna experiment. Well, you know what? Now I think about it. Okay, so let me backtrack here. So my modem can go up to 300 megabits, right? Now, it's one thing that goes up 300 megabits. And okay, so it's at 120 something, right? So I kind of wonder in the back of my head, the Ethernet cable that I got from Goodwill, it's probably not pulling the full speeds. Now I think about it. Or maybe it's a combination of that and like using another one I got from Goodwill for my directing from my router to my computer. So maybe I need two. Because cables make a difference too with speed. So who knows, maybe I have much more than I realize. And a Cat 8's probably gonna show a difference. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug it into my modem to my router, and then see wirelessly if it's made a huge difference or not. If it doesn't, well, that's fine. Then I might get another one to get to my router from to my computer from my router. Kind of maximize the transfer speeds and upload speeds and stuff, you know? Because I want to, you know, use as much as the full capacity of the internet I'm paying for as I can. Of course, the cool thing about having your own modem, they advertise it all the time, is you don't rent the modem from your ISP, and of course those modems, they're more likely to spy on you because it's theirs. And typically the ISP I did rent a modem from temporarily. It's both a router and a modem. And there's a lot of invasive security settings and stuff on there you can't change. I could probably just like I could probably just flash it, but then if I return it, it'd be like, what the hell did you do to it? And then I would have to explain, oh yeah, I flashed it. That's probably against terms of services, and I'd probably have to pay arm and a leg to give them a replacement or something. Well, technically I can revert back to the firmware, but then that's like, I don't know how encrypted these devices are, and I'm not tech savvy with that kind of stuff with encryption, if there is any. I was just watching a YouTube guy and wing it. So I'm going to be testing out, by the way, testing this router that came in last night first before I flash it, in case there's any issues with it. I'm going to look about maybe seeing about a computer guy. Once, if it does work, about fixing the one antenna. This is pretty good. We don't get hit. It's probably not too big of an issue, because I could probably use some tape or something. I don't know. I'm going to have to think on that. It's extra money, so put into it. I might just use tape. Got a really good deal on it. I did look on it, eBay too, for like the modem I was wanting to get. It was like about 50 bucks cheaper. But then I was like, okay, this guy's got a pretty reputable like sale of stuff. But then on the disclaimer, it's like no returns. But yeah, he has high ratings for selling stuff, but it says no returns. And that's an issue because if I have issues with it or I change my mind or something within a set period of time and I want to send it back, I can't. Well, there goes that. Oh my God. Whammy. This one I got it as a Amazon used thing. It's like about the broken antenna. I mean, it's still attached there. It's still connected wireless, you know, wired on there. It's just, oh, this is interesting. It's just that it's kind of flimsy. I don't want it to just break off. That'd be worse. So I'm going to be very careful and figure out how I can fix this.
Go. Go.
And health up really helped. I remember I paid, like several years ago, there was a computer repair guy in my hometown. And my mother used to go to him and stuff like that, and then I kind of hired him years later. And one of the cool things he used to do, he's no longer around, unfortunately, he passed away, but one of the cool things he used to do was I get a discount to paying for repair services if I paid him in cash, because he'll like cut out the taxes and stuff out of it. It was really nice. One of very few people to do that. Guy was very honest and stuff. He was really good at his work. And well, I tried to hire him one day, and I didn't get a response from his telephone number. So I tried to look him up online, and I found out he passed away. And this might sound kind of strange or something, but like, I decided to go to his funeral. I mean, he kind of paid my respects and stuff, of course. I mean, it might sound kind of weird and stuff to like say, you didn't really, you only knew him as someone you hired to repair your stuff. But no, he knew what he was doing. Like, he was really good at his work and stuff, and unfortunately he passed away. Caught me off guard too. I remember years before that, before he passed away, had this big AC unit. It's one of those like wall-mounted units. And I had to get rid of it. I don't know how to, I didn't have a vehicle to get rid of it at the time or anything. No way to haul it off. And so I was talking to the repair guy, and I think he said something when I used to hire him before that. He did scrapping or something on the side. So I gave him a huge AC unit for free for him to scrap or do whatever with it. So he took that off my hands so we can get a replacement that was much smaller. Because I think we had that back in like, probably like late 90s, if not early 2000s. So like, these were just like really big units back then, and then we got like a smaller one. I think we got a bigger one because of a big house. And I think with a smaller one, it did okay, but I think because how big the house was, it didn't do as much with cooling some things off. I don't know. But, well, I should have went like in there with the shield on. Again, my house is kind of precious, so. Yeah, computer repair work. Like, I've done some diagnostic stuff, and I did some fixes on someone's computer I know years ago. I cleaned out somebody's computer, the inside, like I opened it up. It had a bunch of dust and stuff in it. And then after I cleaned it up, well, see, the part of the reason why I opened it up in the beginning was not only just to clean it, but also like because someone else put a password on there. That I had to remove the CMOS password stuff. So the first thing you got to do is like kind of mess with the CMOS chip. All right, we're gonna like. Actually, you know what? He's not even gonna get close to us. We gotta like. He's gonna say like, sit still and not do anything. So I had to kind of like take the CMOS chip or whatever, and I would have to like flip it or whatever, you know, put it into other slots. Oh, I hate this. Yeah, I would have to flip it in order to reset the password, so there would be no password on there whatsoever. So that was the first thing, and I was able to get it successfully. Then the second step was removing the password off the main screen from Windows XP. This was Windows XP at the time, and that wasn't as hard to do. I guess they're both not really hard to do. Just had to do some research and find to see if you know what works and what doesn't. And then once I got rid of that front screen password, then what I did next was, let's see here. Well, because of like this apartment's situation with like not, gotta be very careful here. Because this apartment's kind of spacing out of things and whatever, if I were to get the internet to be hooked up to this computer, I would have to move it to another room and everything. This is the desktop, so I wasn't gonna mess with it. Jesus Christ. Desktop computer. And so instead what I did was I got a USB stick, put some, two, what do you call them? Two different kinds of spyware, like antivirus stuff on there. One was Microsoft Security Essentials, and the other one was, I'm trying to remember what the other one was. Okay, I'm just gonna sit still here. Hope I can get to him. Is it? Oh no. We're gonna have to just keep moving it. Oh God. All right, here we go. Let's get in there. Thank God. We're just so close to death at times. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I had installed 2 antiviruses on there, the latest ones. And I was scanning everything, and I found out that there was like a bunch of like malware, Trojans, all sorts of crap, like all over the place in the system. And I cleaned it all out. And then after I cleaned it all out, then I backed up the files that were on the system, put it on a one drive, and then I transferred to another drive for this person. And they didn't really cause the issues. This person's computer that I was working on, it was somebody else that was using that computer, and they just put 2 layers of security passwords on there so nobody can use it but them, which sucked. And I went through and just like fixed everything. I mean, pretty simple for the most part. So now they still have that computer. This old Dell computer. But it's accessible, but it's probably useless now because you can't really connect to the internet. Well, you can, but like most sites are not going to work for XP and stuff. They cut that support ages ago. Oh, wait a minute, we got restock. I know it's a daily, I'm wasting my points. Whatever. If I was gonna be highly competitive, I'd be like skipping item rooms, skipping this and skipping that, and maximizing my points. Besides, I'm probably in the 1000th place or something at least because I missed boss rush. Now on the flip side, when I was a kid, I used to screw up my mom's computer. Not intentionally. Ooh, that's pretty good. Bird's eye. Like 2 pepper items in this game that does similar things. Though this pepper is a little bit better because it shoots more of the fire stuff. And it's larger fires too. And I think they scale the damage as well. But yeah, like I used to delete files like I've talked about in previous videos for fun. It's like that was such a new thing to do. Like never used a computer before and whatever. Windows 95 era. I mean, how often do you say back then is like, yeah, I screwed up my mother's computer by deleting files. Like the coolest kid on the block. Wow, man. How'd you do that? I don't know. I just deleted files. It was fun. She was mad, but it was fun. Unfortunately, we can't take. Because that can get us Leviathan or something, or close to it. We don't really need it for flight, but... Yep, so, I guess that's my little philosophy things, I guess. Oh, I thought that was... Wait a minute. This is actually really good for us. At least if it does work, and it wasn't patched out, we can go down to the devil fight. I assume it's patched, but there's... I don't know. I was about to say there's no reason to have the ruin, but I disagree, I guess, because you just skip the whole mom fight. Because there's no reason to really fight her here, because you can't get the Polaroid or the negative, so you don't have a choice for that matter. I think you get an item instead. Kind of like when you first play the game, you don't unlock the Polaroid or the negative yet. Yep. Actually, you know what? We can get it now. Should we? I think we should. Oh, okay. I was just thinking like maybe it'd give us some health too with it. Wow, fun. I think I shot myself in the foot. I noticed on my router there's a 10 gigabit like port, like 10 gigabit LAN SPE plus something like that, something weird. I looked up the looked up devices for it, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Some alien technology? Well, yeah, here's this little thing that sticks out. It's like part of a Megatron, old school Megatron transformer arm or something looking thing. Well, that's pretty cool, I guess. I guess it's meant to plug into like server stuff. Oh god. We're on the verge of death right now. I know, I've got whatever. I can't be around certain enemies when I'm doing, you know, sitting still. Otherwise, I'll be trapped here forever. Yeah, sit still. This is the coward's way out, probably. Sure, I've not picked up that devil deal item. Yeah. But don't remind me, darn it. Oh, God. Yeah, you exist. You little crap. Just be careful about these chests. They're not your friends. Oh. Now these guys, you can't really like sit still and do nothing with nod leaf because they're just gonna bounce around and try to get you wherever they can. Alright. Tenor rock. Super tenor rock. I don't have another bomb. Oh. Why am I doing this? You might be asking. Well, I'll tell you. Because I want to get an opportunity. What do we got here? Come on. 48 hour energy. Let's try to speed down. Wow, okay, well, let's see. Let's just go in here first. Hopefully get a health item. Just sit still, let him come to you, or let her come to us. And we're gonna get a bunch of health out of it. So I guess we're okay. Yeah, but like anyways, going back with like the whole thing with my computer experience with repairs, it's like it's not often that I like make repairs on it or whatever. I'm not really licensed or anything to, you know, for Windows stuff or whatever. You know what I mean? Certified with, I don't know. Like Windows, like a thing called Winter Certification, where it's like you'd be a certified whatever trained by Windows to. This music's like all glitched by memorizing hotkeys. Oh, look at that, a damage upgrade. That's not even worth it. It'll kill me even if I take that. I suppose we gotta go to our mob trap room. Yeah, part of it is like memorizing hotkeys. And you're like, oh, well, I know Control C and Control V and Control Alt Escape, Control Alt 4. Control delete. This is like other stuff I don't know of. Like this is like much more complicated stuff. I mean, it shouldn't take too long to do, I guess, to memorize it, but that's a lot of work for me. And what benefit would I have with it? Other than like probably make me a little bit faster, more productive with things. And I mean, it's meant more in the sense of like, you know, repair and IT stuff. You typically have to get those. IT is like a hell of a thing because you have to constantly like train yourself to do IT work because the whole IT world is changing all the time. It's another freaking what's his name? I'm blanking on his name. Ragman. Oh, we did get some bombs. Here we go. I had a feeling that's what it was. And I was kind of worried. It was like, oh no, I don't want that. I need some help. But I think we're fine. I think. Okay. So... I mean, don't get me wrong, certification bit kind of cool and stuff. Kind of have, but then it's like... For the average person, I don't know. Maybe make it easier on them. Like, oh yeah, I can open up my file explorer by pressing these buttons. Like cheat codes. That's pretty cool, I guess. Alright. Health and tears up. That's real nice. We have a luck of 3 and we're generating a lot of fires. Helps too with the tears rate increase. I mean, I had, to some degree, I had to learn some hotkey stuff when I was using Macs for certain programs, going back and forth with Macs to Windows. You know, Command C, Command V, which is very similar to Control C, Control V, but I think there's stuff that's probably not as similar. Probably more complicated. I would do the frosty one. Actually, you know what? Let's pop this here and see what. Nope, it does not work. Okay, so confirm. Used to be before Repentance came out. You could have done that. We could have kept going. I remember the time where, long before Repentance came out, you could use the self-sacrifice rooms and teleport. And then they fixed that at some point during Afterbirth Plus, before Repentance came out. I'm like, come on. I guess you don't want people to have an advantage. I should have used that, but whatever. Want to make a difference? There's no way to like teleport to the dark room, even with the self-sacrifice room. I know that's patched a long time ago. Well, whatever. We nearly died a couple of times, but we made it. 359th place? Holy crap. Okay, so I assume maybe if I would have like... My shirt's inside out. Interesting. I would assume... if I would have got, like, the boss rush in time somehow, like, it'd probably be way lower. That's interesting, though. I guess not too many people made it through the daily. I guess it was that tough or something. Well, we made it through. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.